The cinema of United Kingdom is home to tons of established filmmakers, and one of them is Stephen Frears. Stephen Frears was born on 20th June 1941 in England, and went on to study law in Cambridge from 1960 to 1963. However, instead of pursuing a job in law, Stephen Frears chose to work in the media industry. After graduation, he became an assistant director on the series Morgan and Eve. He went on to direct many other commercials and television series. By the late 1980s, Stephen Frears has made a name for himself as a director of feature film, and his career breakthrough came in 1985 when he directed My Beautiful Laundry. In 1988, Stephen Frears made his debut in Hollywood with the film Danger Alliance, which he followed with The Grifters in 1990. However, in 1992, Stephen returns to Britain after a disappointing film, Hero, was produced. He went on to make another television series and a film other films. And finally, in 1998, he began his Hollywood standing with the film High Low Country and High Fidelity. Although not part of any film movement, Stephen Frears has been shown to be deeply influenced by social realism. Despite being known for skipping from genre to genre, most of his films include elements of social realism. Social realism films are films that have a realistic depiction that shows a social or political comment. While the artistic style of social realism varies from nation to nation, it always includes an element of descriptive or critical realism. This style is very evident in most of Stephen Frears' films, for example in My Beautiful Laundry, which explores the relationship between members of Asian and white community in London. One of the most notable features of Stephen Frears is his ability to switch from one genre to another. This made him himself interesting as a director, as audience would most likely be unable to guess the next genre he is trying out. His willingness to try different genres and themes also made him more admirable as a director. Stephen Frears also have the tendency to include darker elements into his films. Although most of his films can be more different from each other, they all have the dry sense of humor and emotional elements that are included in his films. The last notable style, as mentioned above, is Stephen Frears' ability to incorporate socialism into his films. Today, I'll explore two of Stephen Frears' films, My Beautiful Laundry and The Queen. The two films are set in different eras and features different classes of power. However, both films explore the conflict and harmonies in the British class system. In My Beautiful Laundry, the film refuses to commit itself to any plot or agenda. However, it brings us into the society where the character inhabit. Instead of an aim, the film is a contrast between rich and poor, between the upper class and lower class, and between the straights and gays. Queen is a movie that explores life of the royals. With the death of Princess Diana, the royal family is thrown into crisis when the public demanded a statement from the royal family. However, the Queen refused and attempted to keep the royal family as distant from the event as possible. As to her, Diana is no longer technically a royal. Comparing these two films, you can see how social realism plays a huge part in Stephen Frears' film. Another similarity between the films is the use of small scenes of conflict in the film. For example, in My Beautiful Laundry, when Omar gets a job from his uncle, and in The Queen, when Queen Elizabeth refused to let Prince Charles use the royal flight to get to Paris. Using this kind of narrative style, the audience feels like they know what's happening behind the scenes. Produced 20 years apart, these two films show how Stephen Frears have grown over the years. Other than the improvement in directing and blocking, we also observe a more daring approach in terms of genre and style. As mentioned above, the films produced by Stephen Frears tends to have social realism placed into it. Therefore, most of the films I watch actually give me a different point of view on subjects, like gays, royalties, and others. I feel that other than the film's style and characteristic, there are huge learning points in his film, his ability to bring out a point of view and let audience reconsider their original conception on subjects are admirable, as I personally feel that in most of his films, there are no right or wrong. They are just a difference in opinion and view of matter. Other than that, director Stephen Frears' ability to jump from genre to genre encourage filmmakers around the world to be willing to step out of their comfort zone and experience different genres and styles. His story also shows that success can be built up over the years. His insistence to stay in the industry and pursue his craft has also managed to inspire me not to give up on my own craft. In conclusion, I feel that director Stephen Frears is a great inspiration to filmmakers around the world. His perseverance in the industry and his willingness to explore new genres and style is rarely seen. He surprises audience in his film by taking up style and genre that none would expect him to take, which keeps us wanting to know what will be the next surprise that he will give us.